Wait times are so ridiculous, some Canadians are going out of the country to get their passports. Well, this will all be settled with a digital ID, a biometric scan of your retina, and boom, you're good to go. Toronto's Pearson Airport was center of controversy because it was ridiculous the long wait times they were having there and flight delays. So what was the solution? Well, let's look into it, shall we? On CP24, this is what travelers need to know about new electronic gates at Toronto Pearson. You guys see these? So they're setting up these because people are just furious about the wait times. Oh, wouldn't it be better if you just scanned your retina, had a digital ID? You wouldn't have to wait hours. New technology has been installed at Toronto Pearson to try and help move people better and faster through the airport. Of course, electronic gates, better known as e-gates, have now been installed and are being tested at the airport as part of a trial. We are developing and testing new digital tools and technology to deliver a better and faster border experience for travelers arriving at Canadian airports. So as you can see here, when travelers arrive at the e-gates, they will scan their travel document at the machine. The device will then take a photo of the traveler before printing out a confirmation receipt. This is what will be set up at all airports around the world. And they will also introduce a quicker way through, which is a quick retina scan. So as you can see here, it says take a picture of the traveler. Before you know it, you're going to be scanning your retina, and people will happily accept this because they'll be so sick of this waiting that they have to do, where I would say 90% of people will sacrifice their privacy for convenience ASAP. Okay, will you accept this new system? Okay, well, what if you are starving? I mean, what we are living through is Agenda 21. So those in charge can reach their 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. Rosa Kohr's definition of Agenda 21, which is agenda of the 21st century. So every time people say Agenda 21, they mean agenda of the 21st century. There is no real Agenda 21 in quotes. It's the agenda of the 21st century, and it goes as follows. The blueprint to inventory and control all land, all plants, all animals, all minerals, all construction, all means of production, and all humans. We are witnessing a militarized propaganda campaign to prepare people for the smart cities of hell. Everyone forced out of rural and suburban areas where they can be independent, where there's a digitized punishment and reward system, where you can be managed, surveilled, and controlled. Think of the Chinese system times 1,000, okay? Here is a video on ABC going over what this system will be like. Remember, it's not far-fetched to think about this system like it's some hypothetical scenario. We see the system up and running in some places. They just have to introduce it here. And how are they going to do it? Well, the threat of a virus is perfect. And it's especially insidious to use the threat of a virus. You're using people's fear of death. You're using people's fear of sickness, because everyone, I would say everyone on earth, fears being sick. They fear death. They don't want to die. They don't want to be sick and die, and the government is using that against people. They're using their fear of sickness to bring in this total digital slavery system that people are willing to accept because as long as it can help them and keep them healthy. Can you believe that? People think this is a system that'll keep them healthy. It's just ridiculous. But look at what they have up and running in China. This is years back, people, and now the QR codes are introduced, so it's 1,000 times worse. But this was 2018 September in China.
China has long been a surveillance state. Now Big Brother meets Big Data. In trials across the country, cameras and spyware are watching, mapping your digital footprint to every step you take. What you do, say, and even think is being monitored and marked against you.
The party calls it social credit, a personal scorecard for 1.4 billion citizens. Rewards for good behaviour and punishments for bad. It's not fully operational yet, but this report will show you a vision of China's dystopian future, the world's first digital dictatorship.